Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to Game Night. We are TerreDice Games. If you don't know who we are, we love to put out videos all about board games, talk about board games. We are a little bit obsessed. And sometimes we do a live game nights, usually once a week. We just got back though from a baby moon where we were in Paris and London, so that was super amazing. But now we are back in the studio. And tonight we are playing Lands of Galzyr. Yeah, and we're playing this specifically tonight because they have an expansion that is currently running on Gamefound.
And there are 4 or 5 days left. It is coming to an end.
Yes. So we got to play the first mission. Well, we got to play part of the mission with 2 other characters, and then we are going to start it fresh with the 2 other characters from the story. Correct?
Yeah, that's right. Now this is a game that just sat shamelessly. Oh, and can you check our audio? Sorry, we had some audio issues coming into this. So this is a game that shamelessly sat on our shelf way too long. Mainly we were like, we just had our first baby, we were playing way too many story games, burnt out on things like Gloomhaven and stuff like that, and we decided to jump back in, and oh my gosh, I wish we did so sooner. It is a lot of fun, but we wanted to show you all. Now, if you care about spoilers, okay, there might be some light spoilers, but this will be a first mission for these 2 new characters, so you will get to see it from the very first game. We even took out the events that we had from our past game, so you will be seeing a fresh gameplay here.
And I actually so this is going to be a little different from some game nights we do. This is a storytelling game, so there'll be times that we are just telling you stories in our most dramatic way possible to keep it interesting. But the story writing itself is very good, so I hope we can do it justice. Yeah,
cool. Okay, without further ado, I think we should go ahead and jump in.
And the sound sounds great.
Cool, perfect. So this is Lands of Galzyr. Now for people who don't know, this is a sort of light app driven game. I have an iPad over here that has this website, stories.dimeria.fi open. Basically I'm gonna use this the whole time to tell stories from the game. And I can pass it back and forth, so I can give this to Mackenzie as well, and she can read stories for my characters, and that will decide how we make decisions in the game. But very first we gotta set up. So, okay, we have the gathering, which means we're gonna run number 200 here, which says, as there are 2 adventures, neither one of them is isolated. Nope, 0.
I think it's important to note, we played this originally as a competitive, but this one we're going to be playing cooperative.
Yes. So we are in November. The snow covers the landscape to the delight of young ones everywhere. Those less enthusiastic rely on warm brews to keep them going.
Yeah, so what's the, maybe it's just the point.
We're reaching our true potential, ignoring needless distractions.
All right,
in harmony.
Let's do it.
In the Lands of Galzyr.
All right.
So it says, you 2 adventurers decide to punctuate your recent escapade properly and head on to the end to celebrate and trade tales of your personal epics. A nearby inn should suffice for this night of revelry. You find one whose lights are on. It's rumbling with the sounds of laughter and music. Throwing open the door, you enter inside. The festivities lull for a second as everyone impulsively casts their gaze at the door. Okay, so if you agree, you may collectively pay to throw a party. We can either pay 10 gold or celebrate alone. So what do we want to do? Do we want to throw a party?
That's 10 a lot of gold. That's we only have 10 gold.
You want to celebrate alone?
I think at the beginning we're celebrating on our own.
All right. Let's see. So we celebrate alone. Okay. Woohoo! All right. You order drinks and sit down. The other folks present in the bar do not waste a second longer looking your way. When the drinks come, you look around the inn, hoping that someone might notice any of you and speak about all your achievements. No one does. You are unknown. Your souls ache. But you reflect on your adventures and you come to admit that you have done very little of importance in the world. Next time you venture, you must work hard. Okay, cool. Oh.
I think you're reading from where we ended last time.
Oops. Okay, sorry.
I was we haven't done any adventuring yet.
Okay, we're not reading that yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, ignore that. That's the last thing we're gonna do. That's gonna happen here. Spoiler, it will change based on what we enter later. Okay.
I think we should throw a party then.
Woohoo! Okay, we're starting our adventures. Who's ready? Okay, more. I'm a frilled blizzard, and frilled I am, because I am going on an adventure. I'm going to number 85. Would you mind reading this to me?
Yeah. All right. All right. Finally, you've arrived at the beginning at the first page of a great story. You peered down at the outskirts of a town nestled between great mountains like in a cradle. It looks unassuming at a glance, but appearances can be deceiving, as once upon a time a legend was born here. Hurrying along the forest road, you can barely contain yourself as you imagine the adventure ahead. After all, you've dreamed of this since you were a young frilled lizard. You'd followed in the footsteps of your hero. You'd make this story your own. Move the adventure figure to Chabar.
Woohoo!
And you head into town.
Okay, I head into town.
As you approach Charbard, your frills unfold as your imagination races. In a flash, you're back sitting on your grandmother's lap, listening to her stories. Among those tales, the White Fang's adventurers were always your favorite, and you heard them over and over, and your eyes wide in childlike wonder. Now those same stories were coming to life right before those same eyes. Rumors say that no one's seen the legendary adventurer in years, decades even. No one knows where he's gone or even what his real name is. But that's about to change because you decided to meet your idol in person.
There's more.
You've even brought along the treasure your grandma gave you, your prized possession that once belonged to White Fang himself. Give a random 100 card from the library to the adventurer.
I have this awesome library over here, which is going to show me my cards. Okay, I get a random 100. Okay,
Yep.
Let me just grab one of these. Ooh, I got a crowbar. Okay, it's a pole, it's a weapon. In many situations, a crowbar is just a tool for the job, whether it's getting a misplaced chest open or knocking someone out cold. Leveraging physical force solves issues. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, I get better at force and fighting.
All right. In a town, you meet a group of eager polecat cubs who join your way to a humble, ordinary-looking farmhouse. It's actually far from ordinary, however, but a local attraction, the childhood home of White Fang. The inside looks like a museum filled with memorabilia of White Fang's many adventures and visitors examining them. Except one area, which looks to be a bedroom closed off by a velvet rope with a doorway. Is all this really related to him? Standing there, you close your eyes and immerse yourself in your hero's legacy and story. Now you're closer than ever before. When you open your eyes again, the cubs are looking at you, wanting to see why you came there. How should you proceed in this pilgrimage of yours? You, A, investigate the memorabilia, which is a medium eye strength.
Perception.
Sneak into the bedroom, which is an easy sneaky strength.
Okay. So medium perception.
So if you can see on the board, it's like in that classic video game style. There's two options for him on how he can advance in the story.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to roll to test his strength.
I'm not very good at that perception thing just yet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other one. So I get 5 dice, and I can replace dice with any of these other die colors that I want to on my board. So for every one of these dice that I have, it gives me doubles of that particular thing on 2 sides, and on the other 2 sides, it gives me the 2 adjacent skills. So since I'm trying to get this little sneaky hand, I took this fighting skill die because that die will have that hand on it twice. So I have a 2 out of 6 instead of a 1 out of 6 chance. Here we go. That's got to go down. All right, and then I can re-roll once, so I'm gonna do that.
All right.
All right, 3 sneaky hands. There we go.
Okay, so you want sneaky hands, easy, reveal outcomes, 3+. All right. Focusing like never before, you suppress all your sources of noise, more importantly, your big mouth, and sneak inside the closed-off bedroom. In one corner of the ordinary-looking space, you find an old tiny bed, smaller than even the one you had been hatchling in. In a nearby closet, you find worn-out clothes of various sizes and stacks of yellow paper filed with messy, childlike drawings depicting a round creature going on adventures. Strangely, some of them remind you of the stories of White Fang's adventure. Hearing noises in the common area, you return to see everyone looking at you, the cubs smirking knowingly. Only one stern owl looks angry. Your intuition says she's the caretaker at this place, mad at herself. Everyone's looking at you, waiting to see what you'll do next. Your ambition, spurred by White Fang, yearn to be heard, but do so of your favorite stories of his, which this journey brought to the foe. Okay, A, declare your ambition, medium happy. B, recall White Fang's adventures, easy book knowledge.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm gonna recall my ambitions. So I'm gonna get 2 blue dice, and then I get a green die, and then I get 2 black dice. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll those. I did not do so well.
Again, he gets 1 re-roll.
All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. You pass. 3+. The crowd listens with bated breath as you regale the tales of White Fang with unmatched storytelling prowess and attention to detail. You tell them about the time he found the great treasure of Kovat while blindfolded. You reminisce how he saved a town from an erupting volcano with a bar of soap. You describe the times he clashed with the outsmarted his old nemesis Karfat. All stories are exactly how your grandma told them. When you are done, your audience erupts in cheers. They wish you the best of your future endeavors. One sloth even rewards your dedication with gold. Inspired by your dedication, you decided to visit a certain someone in Sarwar.
Sarwar. Yeah, cool.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, I clicked.
What?
Which one were
We were doing 85. Oh, did you click away?
1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Kenzie.
I'm sorry.
I was just about to have my celebration.
I know. 1 second. I remember. If it clicks you out in the mission, I just have to go back and click the ones he did. Oopsie.
And you've done it again. 85.
You're getting money.
Okay, what do I get? Click slower.
All right. But as you leave, the cubs return running, handing you something. We found this, one says. If you ever meet White Fang, tell him we say hi. You earn 2 prestige and you gain 4 gold.
I have a pretty good feeling I'm gonna see White Fang.
I think so.
All right, 2 prestige, and I get 4 gold. All right, cool. What else do I get?
Return Chasing Legends 111 to the Adventurer Library.
Okay.
Randomly give random 200 from the library to you. Give it 220 from the library to the adventurer.
Wait, sorry, what was the thing before that?
Random 200.
Okay, random 200.
Let
me get a random
220 from the
Ooh,
library.
I got
Then
a
the card
cloak.
220.
Cloaks are pretty much the only clothing always in fashion among lemur nobility. They are striking in appearance, but can also conceal you from prying eyes. Okay, cool. And then what do we got?
You get a 220.
220. Okay. All right, 220. Oh, that's my next quest. Okay. Okay. All right, 220, Chasing Legends Part 2. Okay, so I had to do that as my required first starting mission. So it's just kind of getting me set up in the game. We get a lot more flexibility after we do our first thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So Chasing Legends, you strengthened your resolve by visiting the birthplace of White Fang, your hero. Now you must find him and make your dream come true.
So this is cooperative. How are we working together as a team?
I think so the cooperation, like the Harmony versus Discord, so we can compete up on there. There are things that are cooperative that we'll want to do together. Like for instance, Visit Kaffarit's home has a little handshake on it. So if we choose to do that together, it might make it easier for me because you can roll dice to help me. Mm-hmm. So I can get your upgrades. Okay, your turn.
All right, I am playing TerreDice, the Northern Banded Newt. Yep. TerreDice.
Cool.
All right, so I start my adventure at 87.
Okay, what's your quest say there?
You've been summoned to Galzyr by your old associates. The details were scarce, but it seems that the matter concerns Sofron, your late squirrel colleague and friend.
Okay, cool.
I'm concerned about my squirrel friend.
Metamorphosis. That's the word that springs to mind while you observe the approaching skyline from the ship's deck. The large dome shape of the library remains a distinct central figure, but the walled city around it has grown in unpredictable ways since you last visited. However, that doesn't exactly surprise you. Polecats are numerous here, like the entire region, and they are intriguing folk, very different from northern branded newts like you. The locals especially seem to always push for change. Then again, you surmise a lot has stayed the same still. Perhaps you should seek out your old roommate, Chimi, if you are to have time. A pelican sailor shouting interrupts your introspection, announcing that the ship is preparing to dock. All right, you're going to Aaron. You're down here. Okay. Head to your cabin to prepare. As you pack, you think back to your time in Aaron, a born scholar just like your parents and grandparents. You were drawn here to the city's prestigious university and all the things you could learn. A particularly curious subject was the nature of animal folks. It wasn't exactly your field, but you lent your skill to the aid of Safran, your squirrel teacher, a friend, and an expert on hoarding data. The thing is, he died recently. Dun dun dun! And shortly after, you were summoned by Lanja, the chameleon who leads the university's council. You can't help but infer that the two things are likely related. You'll find out soon enough as you grab the rest of your baggage and head ashore, prepared to meet whatever academic challenges await. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 random 150s. So let me give you those. So you are gonna get some soft-soled shoes and a black hat.
Woohoo!
Okay. All right, an hour later, you ascend the familiar stone steps of the university and step through the massive wooden doors. The inside is much like you remember, unlike the rest of the city, so you walk right into the council's wing and state your business to the beaver clerk there. You're early, she says, examining her papers. The council is still in the middle of a meeting, discussing Safran's will. Interesting. You step towards the council room, but the beaver stops you. You'll have to wait. The protocol states they're not to be disturbed. At that, you feel a twinge of annoyance. Here comes the protocol once again, standing in your way and wasting your time, limiting your potential. How typical. Okay, all right, so do you want to sneak into the meeting, which is an easy sneaking, or intimidate the clerk to let you in, which is a medium of the, I always forget what the things are, and it says in that, communication.
I definitely think I'm gonna sneak into the meeting.
Wait, really? Oh, you're so good at communication.
Am I?
You're super, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
So that's 2 green.
Or you could wait until you're called for.
No, I'm not waiting. Not following protocol.
So you get 2 greens, a blue and a purple, and a black. Okay, go ahead. You're rolling for theater faces for communication.
1, 2, 3.
You keeping it?
I'll
you roll
take
again. You can keep it? Okay. All right. With well-researched examples, you make it abundantly, excruciatingly clear to the beaver that disobeying her superiors is far preferable to disappointing you, and waiting around idly is against your nature, and therefore extremely disappointing. When you move to the door, the clerk doesn't dare squeak a word in protest. As you're about to enter, you hear Lanja's voice, and the chameleon's words give you pause. I've known both for a long time, she says. They'd never falsify research, the mere accusation. His will all but confirms it, another voice interrupts. Besides, TerreDice was young and uppity, and Safran's methods were always controversial. Read the part again. To TerreDice, I leave the true results of our research. Do with it as you will. The discussion continues, but you've heard enough. Feeling and indignation building, it's time to make your voice heard, and you have an element of surprise on your side to make it especially weighty. Okay, if you slam, you may convert your thievery, that's the sneaky hands, into successes. Okay, do you slam the table to show your displeasure, which is fighting? Or do you recall the research with Safran, which is medium knowledge?
Ooh. I'd like to recall.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead. Test it.
So that's
you get greens and blues, but the other 2 will be black.
Green, how many? Just 1?
2 greens, because you have green,
2
and
greens.
blue, and then 2 blacks.
Okay. Here we go. What did I need?
You keeping it or you rolling again? You need books.
2 books. I'm gonna try again. Yeah? Okay. 2 books. All right, we're going with 2 books.
The council looks surprised as you step forward and, a little snappily, explain how you compiled all the previous studies on the behavioral peculiarities of animal folks and how it was referenced to complement Safran's empirical research. Everything was done in accordance with the university's policies that they're so proud of. Doubt fades from the council's faces as you speak, and they nod in approval when you finish your spirited report. Very good, Lanja says. Consider our worries dismissed. But what might Sovereign's words mean? On that, you aren't certain, but your natural curiosity is certainly piqued. You'll dig out the answer, however deep it is buried, and you'll start at Sovereign's old study in Meritu. Okay, so you get 2 prestige. And then you're going to return 111, and I'm going to give you 224. Let me give you that. Okay. Thank you for 111. Here is 224.
Do they have music?
Yeah, I think so. Should be music. End scene. Okay, cool. We were on to Monday. All right. So things get a little quicker from here. We finished our intro story. So I do need to leave town, but you know what? There's so much exciting stuff going on in Jabbar. I think I'm going to pick up a quest.
Okay.
While I'm at it.
And just so everyone knows, each game is a course of 7 turns, basically. We're playing through a week.
Yes, yeah. All right, someone help me find a trainer for my upcoming race, or an inquisitive but inconspicuous person needed. Ooh, yes, I'm inconspicuous. I'm shady. I got a cloak. Okay. Top log sawmill. Okay, smoldering wood. So Rovan, my employer, owns a large sawmill. A lynx named Hilemo is in prison for attempting to burn it down. We believe Jaunka, a previous co-owner of the sawmill, to be behind the arson plan. Please find evidence to support our presumptions. Jaunka's farm would be the logical place to start. Okay, so we need to go to Yezdan for that. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, well, I am good to start my lovely little journey here. I'm going to be moving now, and as I recall from our single mission we played, it's 2 movement, correct?
Yes.
Yes, 2 spaces. So I'm gonna, and I need to pick up this quest, by the way, which will get replaced with a new quest in Meritu. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go 1, 2, towards that lovely little town. Oh, I need to go the other way too, though. You know what? For my main mission, I'm gonna go this way instead. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. I don't have a quest that I can run in my area, so I'm gonna have an event happen. And it is not Sunday. I'm not in a settlement. I am in a mountain. So it is gonna be 214. Would you read for me number 214, please?
Right. And if people are just jumping on, and maybe you came off of this from the BGG because you're interested in the new the Gamefound expansion that's coming on, we are playing it through a week. Thank you, Jonathan, 214, and I'm going to be reading a story. So here we go. Does the library have 182 available?
Yes.
Okay. Anxious squeaking noise carries over the mountain winds. Their sources, a polar bear and a penguin wearing a funfair worker uniform, standing next to a large maze made of tall wooden boards. We can't just do like last season, Baba. Folks will recognize the layout. Then the maze won't be fun. The penguin flaps her wings in a decidedly persuasive manner. Look, Chi, the polar bear waves happily. The bystanders we roped into helping us playtest our maze. Do you have a post tag?
I do not.
All right, A, draw a new maze layout, easy book. Observe them playtesting a maze, medium I, or leave the fun fair workers.
I'm gonna draw a new map. So.
You're gonna do the maze layout?
Yep.
All right.
So any books? Okay, come on, books. Yeah, 4 books.
That's what you needed.
Woohoo!
Balvin passes you some paper, and after a few moments of thought, you draw out a large circular maze. It is filled with loops and fake-outs that send players into circles, passages that look similar to others, and pretty landmarks to entice players from the exit. C and Balvin look over your proposed maze and nod with unrestrained delight. This is going to be so fun. C flaps her wings excitedly. Balvin, quick, get something for the gift pile. As the polar bear rummages through a large sack full of stuff, C slides over. You should come to the fair, see folk enjoy your maze, and then play some other games. We'll see you there, won't we? All right, earn 1 prestige.
Woohoo!
Give 18 from the library. You get 18.
Oh, I get 18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Take 182 from the library and place it in the closest settlement.
Ooh. All right, traveling fair is the closest settlement. Okay, so here we got it. So, okay, so what that means, if I just put that there, food, games, all kinds of entertaining activities to spend a fun afternoon and challenge your skills. So during setup, we need to roll the die. Okay, so we're gonna roll this. All right. Were we not supposed to?
It didn't say anything to do with it.
Oh, this is during setup. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, it's a traveling fair. I see. So that would be in a future game. Cool.
All right, and then you return the drawn event to the bottom of the event deck.
Cool. Okay. Sweet.
End scene.
End scene. Great. Wonderful. All right, that was my turn. Your turn.
Okay, so my next required mission is to visit the station, which is at 91.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm just required, eventually.
In Meritu.
In Meritu.
That's this town right here.
Okay, can't get there quite yet, but I'm gonna start making my way there. That's you. Where am I?
You're down here.
Oh, I'm not that far. Okay, 91.
So another cool thing about your items is they make you better at certain abilities. So for instance, I'm better at force, fight, sneak, observe, search.
Where's 91?
No, it's Meritu. You're going to Meritu.
Oh, just
Book
Meritu.
91.
Okay. So I can not get there. Okay. Anchor.
All right, you're in the forest. Okay, here we go. You're not shocked, but you're in the forest. Okay, here we go. I don't think you're shocked, right?
I don't think so.
239. Okay, cool. While traveling through the woods, you see a lineup of winged folks by a lake nearby. The string of bodies leads to an enormous wooden building. It is built up off the ground, wrapping around a string of the oldest and largest trees in Galzyr. Only the most lavish and important guests in the line are allowed in. It might be a good test of your adventurous status to see if they will let you in. You cut to the front of the line and ask the woodpecker bouncer at the door to let you in. Name? Once you provide it, he looks over a piece of paper. Not on the list. Beat it! As you try to explain who you are, the bouncer gives you a hard shove to the ground. You looking for a fight? Leave now. Do you have the elite tag?
No.
Nope. All right, if you sneak, each flight and stand gives you 2 success. Do you have flight and stand? No, you do not. Okay, do you sneak in, which is easy?
I am good at sneaking.
Or do you fight your way in, which is medium sword?
I can sneak. I have a card that can help me sneak.
So you re-roll up to 1 die and convert it to
Two
up to 2 sneak into 2 successes each. Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
you're
with
so good
my
at sneak.
soft.
But you only get 1 purple die, and that's it. The rest are gonna be black.
Okay. I'll try.
Or you can move along.
I feel like a pretty pompous character, so I guess I'm going into this building.
That's your
all purple
thing now. Nope, just 1 purple.
One purple, and then the rest are black.
Correct.
It's 5 total. Here we go. Okay, got 1 sneak.
You gonna re-roll it? You
Yeah.
Gonna keep it. You get to re-roll up to 1 die. And then you can convert each sneak to 2 success if you want. Or you can just re-roll everything.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll everything and then re-roll 1. Terrible decision! No!
All right, re-roll 1 die.
Does this one have the most?
It's got doubles.
Okay.
Yep.
No!
0? Okay. You're gonna sneak in.
I'm terrible at sneaking.
0. Getting to your feet, you wait till the bouncer is busy and head behind the back of the club. With the height off the ground, it's too difficult for you to get into. On your 3rd attempt to up to a window on the back wall, you fall on the ground with a loud thud and cry out.
My character is dumb.
You again! The woodpecker bouncer booms when he comes around the corner. With the wind knocked out of you, you cannot stop the bouncer when he comes over and puts you into a headlock. I warned you to take a hike, the bouncer recaps, but you just had to be difficult. It is like you have no respect. I'm going to have to teach you some. If not that, then at least maybe you will think twice before acting this foolish again. He starts dragging you to the bordering lake. This may not end well. Do you buy the bouncer's mercy for 3 gold, or do you accept your fate?
Oh, I'll buy my mercy. I'm definitely a briber.
Okay, cool.
I've gotten this far.
In a rush of broken sentences, you offer money to the bouncer to spare you of whatever he is planning. If this is a trick, it is going to be twice as worse for you. Pulling out the coin pouch, you drop it to the ground. The woodpecker releases you, takes the gold, and sends you off to catch your breath. Okay, end scene.
My character is a pompous A. But I'd like to think this is a like...
You pay your 3 gold?
Yeah. I'd like to think this is... I'm going to have my redemption arc.
Okay.
He starts out annoying. He starts out annoying and thinks he's too good.
All right, Mackenzie. I'm visiting the fair. 349.
Your senses are overwhelmed by exciting chatter, delicious smells, a huge set of colorful tents, and animal folk. There's even an elephant giving rides to children and trumpeting loudly to the cheers of the crowd. Come one, come all, to the traveling fair of awe and joy. An eager penguin waves to the passerbys at the entrance to the fair. I'm your host, C. Welcome to the greatest entertainment in the whole of Galzyr. We have jugglers, acrobats, music, and more. Does the adventurer have at least 1 money?
Yeah.
Now she's got your attention. C starts her spiel. Look here, we've all got all kinds of exciting games. Prove your skills or test your luck. If you don't have enough gold for your ticket, you can trade one of your possessions at your handy booth right here. Play the test of strength, 1 money, easy sword. Explore the maze, 1 money, unknown level.
Ooh, okay. All right. I'm gonna
cash in one of your items. Just go for a stroll.
I'm just gonna test my strength.
All right.
All right. Cha-ching.
Feels kind of cheating for you to explore the maze.
Why?
You made it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. And I can re-roll my dice, but I kind of like my stuff. I can convert one of my swords to 2 successes for fight. So I have 3 successes. Do I like that? Yeah. Yeah. All right, I have 3 successes.
As the strength tester, you meet a polar bear named Colin, who explains the game to you. You just have to hit this lever right here. He points to the platform marked with a red circle, which will make the puck go up and hit the bell. You pick up the hammer, feeling its weight and balance, then brace yourself to give it your best shot. Hoisting the hammer above your head, you swing it rapidly down on the circle. Smash! The puck on the tower rises and rings, and finally hits the bell with a loud ding! Bullseye! Hooray, you did it, Colin applauded, and you've won this wonderful prize. He hands you the prize and some gold, clapping you on the back. The crowd even cheers. You gain 2 gold.
Woohoo!
And then you get 25 from the library.
All right, I got an item. I know space though, so I'm gonna have to drop an item, but that's okay.
And I have a question. I used the soft sole shoe, so that means I can't use it again, right?
No, you keep that.
I get to keep it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna put that back. Okay. All right.
For people that haven't played this before, that might just be watching, wondering what's happening. So we're currently on the winter side of the board. So why is that?
Oh, because it's November. This is like a state, like the board saves state between games. So every time we come back to it, it's going to be like slightly transformed from what it was. So there's a other side of the board that's not winter, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Going to my destination.
Okay. Cool. And then you're going to do your
91.
Visit station?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 91. While approaching the ranger station, you eye the surrounding forest. As you recall, a lot of Southrin's behavioral evidence came from this place. He was always vague on the details, but you know he had some kind of study around here. Finding it could shed light on your squirrel friend and his mysterious will as well. A pair of polecat rangers runs up to you. You TerreDice? asks one. Some Arrener asks us to help you. Let's go find that cottage or whatever. There's the polecat spirit you always find so fascinating, always ready to explore the unknown. But apparently these two think they can find the adventures they crave here in the woods. But you won't back down from a challenge either. You only need to pick the best approach. So if you explore, you get to reroll up to 2 dice. Okay. Cool. Explore the forest, which is a medium of the survival, or ask around the station. What shall you do?
Well, I'm better at communication. So.
Okay, ask around the station.
All right, so I get 1 blue.
Yep, a purple, 2 green, and a black.
All right, I got 1 face. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
4 face. I'll take it.
4 face. All right, cool. And this is ask around, so yep, you don't have anything special there. Cool. So you got 4?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You interview the folks, finding just the right ways to jog their memories whenever needed. Some remembering seeing an old squirrel around, while others say they've heard peculiar noises in the forest. One of the rangers even hands you some interesting equipment she found a while back. After a bit, you're certain you've pinpointed the location and lead the 2 polecats there. So you may swap one of your skill marks for perception, if you'd like. Do you want another perception, or do you like the way you have them?
Yeah, I'll lose this top green.
Okay.
And take a perception.
Cool. Here you go.
And that is,
I just gave it to you.
which one's perception?
Bye. The purple.
Purple, yeah.
All right. The clearing you arrive in is beautiful. You guessed that without knowing what it was?
Yep.
The clearing you arrive in is beautiful. The pristine air is refreshing, as is the change of pace and the entire experience. Or should you say adventure? Perhaps the polecat spirit is contagious. Whatever it is, you've always appreciated new challenges. There are no cottages in sight though, only pristine forest, or mostly pristine, as the rangers are busy observing the signs of life all over. It should be the right place, but perhaps there's something missing. If you observe, you get to reroll 2 of your dice. Do you observe the clearing for a medium perception, or do you deduce the study's location with knowledge?
Well, since I just upped my perception, we're gonna go with that.
All right, observe. So
that
you get 2 purple, a blue, and blacks. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll take it.
Ooh, and then you get to re-roll 2 of your dice if you do observe. So you should re-roll a black and a blue. All right.
5.
So you get 5 for observe.
Yep.
That's pretty darn good. All right. The polecats have keen eyes, and you've trained yourself to see the invisible. In mere moments, you spot what you're looking for, a treehouse hidden in the foliage above. Up there, you find stacks of notes left behind by Sovereign, detailing the experiments he ran there, trying to emulate the archaic life of ancient squirrels, apparently successfully. In one notebook, he talks about you, specifically the debates you had about the limits primal nature places on folks. He writes that after your departure, he stashed something in his house in Rheinschum in a hidden room. Deciding to go there next, you feel excitement building. This is what you were born to do, unraveling mysteries, and you're close to the breakthrough. Okay, so you earn 2 prestige. And can I have 224 back? You're done with this quest. I will put that away for you in the handy dandy little library. I will give you lovely card number 63. Un segundo, por favor. Alright, let's see if this is what you want. 63, here you go.
Thank you.
And then you get 225 as well. Okay,
Do I have to
here you go.
discard anything to hold this? Or
Alright, what? You can only, so this is a trait, so you keep that separate. So is this. The other 2 are items. So these traits you can use at any time if you need to. So before a skill check, you can discard this to replace the skill with a skill of your choice. Yep. All right, cool. Sweet. We're on to Wednesday.
So this means we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Do we do Saturday?
Yeah, we do Saturday,
All right.
but then Sunday's fun. Okay, cool. I kind of want to do my quest.
Yeah, you should probably do your quest.
I'm doing my quest. All right, 89.
You were so like gung-ho to go see White Fang, and then you're like, let's go to the circus.
Yeah. All right, we'll continue. Yep. 89.
You knock on the door of the imposing manor near the market. Rather than size it as subdued, measured elegance that makes the two-story house stand out. The yard is impeccably cut, the rose bushes neat, and even the open windows on the second floor glimmer cleanly in the sun. It is a perfect home for the villain. Inside awaits White Fang's old enemy, Carfite. Your intuition tells you she, if anyone, knows where the legendary adventurer has gone. Who are you? A big crocodile asks as he opens the door. Proudly you state you're a famous adventurer on an important quest. The moment you mention White Fang, however, the crocodile slams the door in your face. Rude, but you're sure the heroes of stories wouldn't have stopped by just that. You unlock the door, medium, and thievery, climb through the window. Easy 10.
I'll climb through the window. That seems like fun. All right, so I will get those dice. I'm climbing through the window. Is it climb? Is that the word?
Climb.
Let me go ahead and re-roll.
Yeah, you're looking for tense.
Yeah, I know, it's intense.
Oh, that was worse.
All right.
Nothing?
0.
Nothing to help you? 0. You try to reach the open window, but you slip and fall flat every time. After one such fall, laying in a rose bush, you see a large shadow fall over you. Before the same crocodile grabs you by the foot and carries you inside. Looks like everything is going as planned.
Nice. Gotta love starting quests.
So this is the runt squeaking around. Anything you have to say for yourself? The speaker is an old dwarf crocodile who regards you with an expression of utter malice. The two bigger crocodiles at her side. That must be Carfite. You ask if she knows where White Fang is. Her expression turns even more sour. She grips her cane tight. Of course. Why do you invoke that name of that wretch? Unable to resist your laugh and your usual spiel of your hero, but you barely get started before she cuts you off. Enough! Brick, mortar. Let's teach this little dreamer a lesson. All 3 crocodiles start advancing on you.
Oh my.
You fight the crocodiles, hard sword, intimidate Carfite to cooperate, hard communication, offer to pay for information for money.
Hard communication. Let's go. Okay, I got some funky stuff I can do here. Okay, so these are my dice. We're gonna do communication, and it's what is the keyword? Intimidate?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I already got an extra success on intimidates. Okay, so bombed it. Let me start again. All right, here we go. Bombed it. Okay, so, all right. On that skill check, I can discard this for an extra success. Then I can roll this die, and a 4 through 12 gives me an extra success, and then I can roll it again. Ooh, and I lose that success. Okay, so
2.
I have no.
Oh.
So I have 1, 2, 3. Oops, and is the thing up there still working? Okay, cool. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 for intimidate. Yeah.
All right, not too shabby.
Okay.
Medium.
All right.
On this day, you'll add your name to the long list of legends who stood steadfast in the face of danger. Channeling their spirit, you make it abundantly clear that you didn't come here to argue or negotiate. You demand and you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
Carfite's eyes go wide as you put on the pressure, but soon she regains her composure and gives you a toothy smile.
Mm-hmm.
I like you, she says. A brazen little lizard who speaks my language, more direct than a cursed pipsqueak at least. She waved you over, and one of her lackeys brings you a map. With a slightly shaky hand, Carfite points to the location near Rheinschen in the countryside. That's where White Fang retired, and that's where you'll meet your hero. You earn 1 prestige.
Okay.
Return chasing legends 220 to the library. You get now 221.
Okay. Part 3. Cool.
If I had helped you, I would have earned 1 prestige.
But you did.
But you didn't ask for my help.
Well, we're very far away from each other.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. your turn.
I like your character's spunk more than mine.
Yeah, you're kind of shifty.
Yeah.
Not shifty. You're kind of like boisterous.
Full of myself.
All right.
You're full of yourself too in a different way.
All right. What do you want to do?
Well, I would probably try and go to Rheinchen, so I will start making my way there.
Making my way uptown.
And I will do a random event.
Okay. The grassland, that is 216. All right, I need to check if there's a card in the library. The answer is a resounding
Hi, Brombin.
yes. A duck.
I just saw that message. Sorry if that was a while ago. Hello.
A duck is inspecting a stray boulder in the middle of a field, circling around it as he scribbles notes down on a piece of parchment. Consumed by curiosity, you go over to him and ask him what he's doing. Saw this out of place rock and was deciding if it was interesting enough to add to the next edition of my guide. Puzzled, you ask him to clarify. Allow me to introduce myself. I, Oka Koban, Borroway Publishing's foremost prolific author. You may know my most famous work, my travel guide, Galzyr, Lands of Adventure and Excitement.
That's the title of the book.
The company is looking to update it, and I'll take any chance to be paid to travel around. The duck asks you if you have anything he could use for his guide. Do you have a relic?
I have a hat.
You don't have a relic. Okay. If you recall, okay, so do you recall your adventures, or do you explore the area for attractions? It's an easy knowledge or an easy survival.
I'll do easy knowledge.
All right, go for it.
I'd like to talk about myself. How many is it? Sorry.
So you get a book, a blue, and 3 blacks.
Book 2. 3.
3.
All right.
All right. Giving it some thought, you scrounge together an account of one of your adventures that you think would be suitable for retelling. The duck nods in contemplation as he digests the story you recount to him. Seems interesting enough for a rough premise. I may spice it up a bit for the modern audience. With a flurry of pen strokes, he scratches out a take on your tail and tucks the papers away. Splendorous! Well, why don't I accompany you for a time so you can observe the adventure unfold in real time, catch its flair as it happens. You agree and leave the author in tow, with the author in tow. Okakoban asks if you'd been to Chabar. I wish to visit there to take in more of the splendid culture. Ooh, okay, so you have a lovely little fellow joining you now. Here's Okakoban. And the event deck gets put on the bottom. All right, cool. End scene. Thursday. Okay.
That's today.
Yeah. All right, I need to go real far. I need to go to Rheinchen. Okay. I'll start making my way downtown. That sounds fine. I kind of forgot about my lovely little smoldering wood over there. But maybe I should go do that. You know what? I'm gonna go up to the forest. I have so few days left though. You know what? That's all right. I'm gonna go back that way. All right, I'm in the forest.
But the idea is that you would carry on with this character, right?
Oh yeah, you carry it on for like multiple days. So I just don't feel ready to do my quest yet. I need to go do some side quests. All right, here, your turn.
So do you think that's like encouraged to go off and do side quests?
Oh yeah. I need to get better items. My other guy was like stacked. I had like a pistol and a pirate.
Yeah, I need more stuff.
That was pretty great.
What a picturesque day it has been. No worries under the sun. The peace is broken by a bizarre scene of 2 unconscious folks on the side of the road. A lynx and a polecat in a strange pose, but are covered in markings of aggression. Should you wake them up, ask for an explanation of the prior events. Do you have aroma tag?
No.
Do you wake up the lynx, wake up the polecat first, leave them lying there?
I'm gonna wake up the polecat first.
Curious to know what took place here, you approach the polecat, giving him a delicate shake. He comes to his senses, complaining about his head hurting. Without provoking him, he bounces He bounces on the lynx, giving her a few mighty hits straight into her noggin. After the polecat reveals a rope from his backpack and starts tying up the lynx. Your queries about this situation fall on deaf ears. Uh-oh.
Womp.
Do you fight the polecat sword and intimidate the polecat? Communication.
I'm gonna intimidate the polecat. Okay, so I get that stuff. Okay, I'm intimidating. Okay, re-rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice. With doom and gloom, you demand the polecat to stop whatever he is currently doing. Your mandate is strong enough to suck the life out of the polecat, sending him back into dreamland. With him taken care of, you turn to the lynx. You shake her awake until she wakes up in a small shock, unaware what had just happened. Wow, Johnny, you woke up the bad guy.
I didn't mean to.
The lynx thanks you for assisting her. My subordinate, Munger, doesn't understand what's at stake. She grabs a pile of papers from the polecat's back pocket and introduces herself. Gimmons has crafted these attacks, plans, in secrecy. I hope to prevent a war by delivering them to Raishum. She hands you something from the backpack as well. As a thanks for your service, now I must go. What did you just witness? You earned 1 prestige. Give 41 from the library.
All right, let me get 41 real quick. All right, ooh, dumbbells. Staying in good shape. All right, you know, I kind of like my other items though. I think it fits more with my character. Okay. All right, and then what else?
Get 184 from the library and place it in the global save slot.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So that's gonna happen next time. All right. Cool.
Return the drawn event to the library.
Ooh. Okay. So 89 goes 89. To the library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. My Thursday.
All right. What shall you do?
Well, now you have me concerned that I shouldn't be just plummeting through my adventure so quickly.
Do whatever you want to do.
I'll do it. Okay. I'm in Raishum, which means I get to visit Sovereign's home at 95.
95. All right. Saffron's home lies near the market at the cross-section of the city's rich and poor, an apt location for behavioral study. One such opportunity is just occurring right at the front door, where a small crowd of mostly polecats and raccoons surrounds a lone gorilla. "Let us in already," a raccoon shouts. "The owner's long gone." He points at a nailed shut windows. "I told ya," the gorilla says. "I was paid to hold the key for someone, and that's what I'll do. You ask if that someone is TerreDice, and her eyes widen in surprise." Oh, I was supposed to say that as a narration. "Wait, I'm TerreDice," a voice in the crowd shouts. "No, I'm TerreDice," another retorts. Chaos ensues, leaving you without an option to try to talk sense to the gorilla. Do you snatch the key from the gorilla with medium thievery? Or do you force the door wide open with medium fight? Or do you pay for the key? $5.
I'm gonna pay for it.
Wow, okay. Pay 5. Pride has curious effect on behavior, but so does currency. All you need to do to resolve the situation is to make a better offer, which the gorilla readily accepts. "Why didn't I think of that?" the exasperated raccoon asks another as they follow you to the door. You know I have no money," he retorts, "or the smarts, but she does. Let go." All right. The inside is as dusty as one could expect, the only modest furniture adorning the place. The crowd is already busy checking out the place and tapping onto the floorboards. You'd have to find the hidden room before them, unless you want to find your findings to be tampered with. But how? Do you search the place with medium perception, or do you think like a squirrel with your hard knowledge?
Going to search.
All right, search. Do it.
So I get 2 purple.
Mm-hmm. 2 purple, a blue, and 2 blacks.
How are you doing? Is it to the
So you can take any dice you want, but if you take the purple dice, they have double purples on them. If you take the dice next to them, they have single purples on 2 sides, so it's a 2 out of 6. And because it's the dice next to them have 2 sides that are the thing it's next to. So you get 1, 2, 3 plus 2 blacks.
So why'd you tell me to take the blue instead of pink?
You don't have pink.
Oh. Gotcha.
You only have 2 purple and a blue die.
1, 2, 3.
You did good.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay, cool. With all the meticulousness of the situation allows, you scour the house looking for anything out of the ordinary. Nothing shows up right away until you move to examine the old fireplace. The roofing above shows subtle marks of wear compared to the surroundings, which is all the evidence you need. By now, one of the raccoons has caught wind as well, and together you push the planks aside and pull yourselves up into the hidden attic. Inside, you find Sovereign's stash of items. The raccoon snatches an accordion from the top, but you disregard that. There's something more interesting in the pile, a letter dedicated to you. TerreDice, my friend, I know your inquisitive nature will lead you here. That's what your folk are known for, after all. That makes you a great scholar. But that's not all you are. That's not all you have to be. We may be distinct, but perhaps you've now realized we can become whatever we want in our own ways. Go and see adventure like the polecats. I know their ways always fascinated you, but learn from my folk as well, and prepare for the challenges ahead. You stare at the letter as the gears turn in your head. He's right. You've always pushed against convention, looked for new approaches, and searched for the greatest challenge. But perhaps your greatest challenge was always becoming what you've always wanted to be, deep within. You don't know, but you're yearning to find out. That is your will. You turn to the stash your friend left you. Time to see what TerreDice the adventurer should look like. Okay. So you get 2 prestige. You may swap 2 of your skill marks with other skill marks, and we return your quest to the library. So you're gonna swap any of your skill marks?
Well, can I become more well-rounded and take away?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Well, you have to swap them so you can change to anything.
Yeah. So I'd like to take the.
Which ones do you want?
I want the sword.
All right. What else do you want?
I think I'm gonna keep what I have.
Okay.
Just add on the sword.
Cool. End scene. It is Friday. Gotta get down. Okay, here we go.
So, for those of you watching at home, we have 2 more rounds left.
I'm back in Jabbar. I'm gonna continue on my journey and go to the forest.
And technically you could keep going, but we're that would start like a new, it just gives it like a nice, natural pause.
Uh-huh. All right, here, I'm ready for my event.
Traveling through the woods on a beaten path, you spy up ahead a pair of meerkats dragging a safe behind them. Overhearing their squabble, you learn they are a brother and a sister, Tobak and Naibu, respectively. You approach and ask them what is going on. It's ours, Tobak hissed. It is indeed, Naibu calmly interjects, but the lock is broken. We live too far into the woods for a locksmith to come and fix it, so we must bring it into town. Clopping of hooves could be heard in the distance. The siblings jump into the bushes, pulling you into the safe into the bush. A guard patrol wagon comes into view, steering by the single polecat. Expose the meerkats to the guard, or wait for the guard to pass and unlock the safe. Which is medium fingers.
Do you get 1 extra on unlock? No, I'm going to expose them.
That is your hero mentality. Suspicion comes to you that something criminal is going on.
I judged the polecats wrong.
Stay quiet. Under her breath, you get out of the bushes and call to the guard. He's startled and asks you what your business is. You point to the bushes with the 2 shocked meerkats. Do you have a shady tag?
I do.
Oh.
I have a cloak.
Looking over the startled meerkat siblings, the guard gives a ferocious grin. Just so happens I'm looking for a pair of safe thieves. The guard hops off the wagon in brandishing a musket. Something sours his smile as he looks at you again. Wait just a minute. You're part of the gang too, probably their leader. A standoff ensues. You, the twins, and the guard ready for battle, waiting to see who will act first. You wink at the twins and tell them it should be an easy fight with 3 against 1. The meerkat give each other a confused look, which morphs into a wicked grin. You fight the guard easy, back off, and leave the scene.
All right, I'll fight him. I'll jump in on this. Okay, I need my stuff. Let me get all that. Do. All right, I'm gonna fight. All right, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 for fight.
You 3 are no match for me, the guard roars. The law is on my side. Before the meerkats can even reach the road, you knock the guard out with ease. That's incredible! As she runs up to the unconscious guard, checking if he's really out. Slick work, but I can't let a good deed go unpunished. He encourages you to take a bag of gold and a letter he offers to you. The gold's worth is obvious, but you ask him about the letter. With it, you can ask assistance from a friend of mine, friends that have real power. The twins load the safe onto the wagon and drive off. You gain 4 gold.
Woohoo!
And you get 302 from the library. That
Okay.
felt out of character for you.
That was a little out of character for me, but I wanted it. All right, favor of the underworld. Ooh, cool.
All right, take 115 from the library.
115? Okay.
And place it on the notice board.
Ooh, interesting. So, any settlement. Our staff is too busy with their own duties. Okay, so we gotta place this on any settlement. Here we go. Let's see, that's 115 on the notice board. Okay. And then I need the other side of this guy. We need to put it 3 ahead.
It's because you had a shady tag.
Yeah, I was shady. I had to do it. All right. Okay. All right, your turn.
All right. Well, I think that told me that I need to go, get more supplies and become better. So I'm gonna go to the convention center.
Okay.
25.
You cannot help but be amazed at the sheer grandeur of the halls of wonder. As you enter inside, banners hang across the ceiling advertising all the exhibits that are currently up, most of which are centered around outdoor and wilderness gear. At one booth, you see a tiger holding up a sheet of something. I present the latest in cloth materials, oilskin canvas. This new material will be perfect for sails and tents, able to withstand punishment from anyone or anything. I have a reward here for anyone who can even put a rip into it. At another booth, you see a discussion unfold between a guinea pig wearing pieces of strange armor and a quokka weapons merchant. Do you rip the canvas to shreds, which is fighting hard, approach the guinea pig, or tour the halls?
I think I'm gonna approach the guinea pig.
Okay. You introduce yourself to the guinea pig, and in return, she introduces herself as Winaba. A pleasure to meet ya. I'm a professional weapon tester. I see how well weapons new and old work. She drops into a braced stance and slaps the chest piece of the strange padded armor she's wearing. You look like you could do some damage. Come on, if you've got a weapon, give me a best shot right here. She directs, beating her on her armor again. Do you have a weapon tag?
No.
Nope. You shrug at Winaba and tell her that you are not carrying anything that could be classified as a weapon. Giving a disappointed nod, she straightens up. When you do, come see me, and we can put it to the test. Leaving the punishment-craving guinea pig, you tour the halls, looking for another attraction to marvel at. 2 particular booths draw your attention. One has an obscenely tall pole that nearly reaches the top of the convention ceiling. Anyone who can reach the top of this pole, the polar bear owner of the booth calls out, will get a reward and a spot in my crew. The other is a stand filled with a variety of wares, as a red squirrel named Emil advertises having great gear at great prices. Do you do the medium survival or visit the squirrel's booth?
The squirrel's gonna ask me for money, and I don't have 2 money.
All right, climb the pole.
Yeah.
All right, go for those tents. You get a blue and an orange. I mean, a green and an orange, and 3 blacks. 3 blacks. Yeah, there you go. Tents.
Climb.
Tents. Climb.
110.
Oh, you didn't tell me that you had a clock guy. That was supposed to be 5 from. When did you get him? A couple turns ago?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, cool.
Oh, before a skill check, I may discard it to replace the tested skill of my choice.
Oh, okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
What are you gonna test instead? Communication, right?
Communication.
So you get a blue, a purple, and a green. There you go. Cool. Roll it. You gonna talk your way out of it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
All right. Darting from the crowd, you spring onto the pole and scale it to the top, balance on 1 foot, and then slide back down. Onlookers give you a thunderous applause, and the polar bear is stunned for a moment from your showboating. When she recovers, she gives a nod of her favor. Looks like I have work for you. She takes you aside, and along with a bag of gold, gives you a letter. A friend of mine needs some work done. Details are inside the note. Whenever you're ready, take the job. My friend will be waiting. You gain 4 gold.
Yay, money.
Yeah, you get 49, and you get 63. You're adventurous. Oh, you already had 63. So you're super 63. Okay. All right. Saturday, last day of the week.
So this will be our last round.
Yep. All right, I'm doing 143. Please. Roven, my employer, owns a large sawmill. That's where I'm going now. I'm gonna go help them figure out about the arson.
Following your only lead, you make your way to the luring shrubs and herbs. Jokin in your company. It is a fairly small building located some way off the city center. As one might have guessed, seems to deal in spices and various flavors of oriental plants. Wondering if you should slip in and look around, you peek inside the front lobby. It seemed quite busy. There's an aardvark clerk behind a counter and a number of customers and a couple of workers hurriedly carrying boxes to and from the door to the side. Surely enough, a placard on the door says that they are hiring. Perhaps that's your way in. Sneak into the building, try and get a job.
Let's try to get a job.
You march in and tell the clerk that you're here for the job offer. He sizes you up curiously before leading you through a curtained door behind the desk. Inside, you find a Lynx sitting behind a large wooden desk amidst rows of plants and boxes. She gestures to you to sit and introduces herself as Joka, before shooing the lingering clerk back to work. From the nosy look on the aardvark's face, you're sure that he'd be listening behind the curtain. Business has been booming lately, Joka says after a while, gesturing as her cramped up office. She looked at him appraisingly before continuing. I might indeed have work for you. Happen to have any skills or prior experience in our field? Do you have the training tag?
No.
Recall your cultivating skills easy book. Convince her you are a nice person.
I'm gonna do that. I'm a super nice person. All right, here we go.
It's what we call a personality hire.
Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna reroll my dice. I didn't do too good. I didn't do too good. I got a 1.
Joka rolls her eyes, listening as you painfully unimpressed. I'm afraid we have enough nice folks already. Now, if you excuse me, some of us have work to do. You leave the office unemployed and disappointed. Your work here is done. Return smoldering wood, 148 to the library.
Oh man. Wait, so I just walked all this way to get turned down?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else happen?
Take 266 from the library and shuffle it into the event deck.
Oh, okay. All right. 266.
Yes, you should have snuck in.
All right, cool. Shuffle it in. All right. All right, your turn.
All right, my turn will be the last one of the game.
Do it.
Okay, so I could go to 227 Yezden. But I wouldn't, which is where you are, but I wouldn't make it there in time.
So what do you want to do?
I'll go to the market.
Okay, 24. Rheinschum's market district is both impressive and infamous, but right now it's overwhelmingly busy. It is said that for the right price, one can find or sell anything here, along with 1,000 vendors selling as many goods. An oddity among oddities stands. A shaggy tree kangaroo, Dahlia, is selling mystery goods. Pay her some gold and she'll give you whatever she's got hidden away in her pouch. Do you have a mount? I don't think so.
No. I have a hat.
Okay. Truly firming up that all things are exchanged in this market. You see a stable offering mounts to rent. Do you rent a mount before shopping, or do you accept Kangaroo's mystery deal? That's 3 or 5. Or weapons and camping equipment, books and apparel, miscellaneous gadgets.
I think I should rent a mount.
That sounds fun. All right, pay 3. We'll be with you in a moment. An overwhelmed otter calls to you from the side office in the stable. He deals with 2 other customers before getting to you. Crazy here today, crazy. Let me get you one of our finest beasts. After he guides you to the rented mount to you, he runs off to deal with more customers. Okay. Here you go. You get a dromedary camel.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And let's put this thing in so you get them for 3 rounds. All right, cool. 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right, sweet. Continue. With ear-shattering cacophony from the overpopulated market, it is an unsolved wonder on how your mount hasn't panicked yet. Not every beast here tolerates the racket with the same grace. What kind of items are you fancying for? Do you accept the kangaroo's mystery deal for 5? Or do you do weapons and camping equipment, books and apparel, miscellaneous gadgets?
I don't have 5, so let's do weapons.
Gear for the wilds or any tight spots you might need to fight your way out from. A polecat merchant calls as scores of customers lay siege to her storefront. You have to squeeze in between others to get a look. Imported from the most talented smiths across Galzyr, the highest quality items at everyday prices. Okay, so you take 101. All right, here you go. And 3 random 100 cards and place them in front of the adventurer.
I don't have to pay for this?
Hold on, no, these just go in front of you for a second.
Oh, I can't
pay for it. You may purchase any of those items by paying their value. You may also sell other items for half their value rounded up.
I'd like to sell my hat.
All right, for 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you want to buy anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a weapon. The price is up here.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do you have?
19.
We have 19?
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting this this pistol.
Flintlock pistol?
Yep.
All right, cool. All the rest of the stuff's gonna go back to the bank. All right, back it goes. All right, end scene. That is the end of the game. 200! We're going to the bar now. Do we
I think we should have the party.
throw the party for 10?
Yeah.
All right. How much money do you have?
1.
What? So I have to pay the other 9?
Thank you.
Ridiculous. All right. How much prestige should we get in total? 6 plus 5 is 11. You announce that tonight will be a night to remember and to pool your funds together to buy drinks for everyone. You receive a round of soft cheers, which then die off as patrons become enthralled by their beverages. You all party through the night, dancing and laughing, joined by a polecat. I heard about you folks. I did. He recalls half-accurate exploits of each of you. Drinking through the night, having a nice time, your chatter gets interrupted by a barn owl innkeeper. If you found anything that someone left behind, help yourself to it. She continues cleaning nearby tables from all kinds of gross liquids. You look like those brave adventurers who can come up with a use for nearly anything, right? It's a win-win, as I have no need for them and prefer a cleaner establishment for my customers. Each non-isolated adventure may swap one of your skill marks. Ooh. I'm gonna swap one of my skill marks. I'm gonna swap my fighty fight for the perception. Okay.
I'm gonna keep mine.
All right. Those attending the party are pleasant enough. A few outright recognize you all adventurers and can name your many most recent deeds. The rest can't. Some pretend to know you as their way of kindness for free drinks. It's a step in the right direction. The first footfalls on the road of fame must be small ones. You are recognized. Congratulations. Okay. Ta-da! We've done the thing. And we're done. We'll do all the save effects and we're good. Okay, woohoo! So that is Lands of Galzyr.
All right. Do you want to kind of give a summary or?
Yeah, so I guess like this is a totally different game than our last game, which I feel like our last game, to me, it felt, I think, more thematic last time we played it because I felt like we did more things our characters would do. Mm-hmm. There was like the hidden cave, snuck out the back, there was the fighting, the pirate who joined me. Mm-hmm. I think just like this is definitely a like game to game. We're playing lots of like events. They could be random, they could be fun. I think what's cool about this is all of the state is gonna get saved and happen the next time we play. So the traveling fair will happen. We'll like, it'll go somewhere else. We'll get to like put all these cards in our own storage and like play those characters again. So yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting world. The story writing's pretty good. I enjoy reading it.
Yeah, this kind of game is like very new to me. This I don't play a lot of D&D. This isn't D&D, but the aspect that like you have skill tests.
Storytelling, you have skill tests, you know you're good at certain things and not good at other things.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's like figuring out the story and like maybe taking clues when they ask. I think like how you failed to get a job. Yeah. Maybe knowing it, like as we get to know our cards, knowing like, oh, I don't have like any like skill in that, kind of like being able to read those things ahead of time. Yeah, but I like it. The story writing's really good, so it's fun to learn about the story. And it was a fun thing to try and do. Yeah. Cool. But for those that are watching, and at current time right now, I think it has a couple more days left. This game currently is having an expansion over on Gamefound. So and they also are selling the base game as well. So if you don't have this game and you want to get this along with the expansion, they are doing that as a combo. Or if you already have this game and really enjoy it, you can go over there and see what they're going to be adding on. And I left that link down below. But yeah, thank you so much to Snowdale for providing us with this. I am very, very happy to be able to finally get this off of our shelf and to be able to sit down and play it.
It's super cute.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time. Happy playing.